So good morning. It's Patty Bogue. Happy Sunday. Today it's a hardly any flow. We're just going to be doing a lot of stretching. And if you know me well, you know that my daughter has been opening a bridal boutique in Greenville, South Carolina. And anything that could go wrong, it seems like has gone wrong. And I've just been so proud of her for, despite all the roadblocks and frustrations, she has stayed single-minded focus on, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to open a boutique. So that's kind of my theme for class today. I want you to think about things that you do, like simple things like doing the dishes or riding a bike, and how if we don't stay singly focused on where we're heading and what we want to accomplish, things go awry. You get distracted and you end up going down a path that you didn't intend, and then your object does not get fulfilled. So just ask yourself on your mat, what is it that you want to accomplish? What are your goals? You know, when you have a clear vision, you have a clear direction. You don't get distracted with anger, frustration, confusion. You stay steady. So start to deepen your breath on your back. And then just bring your hands down beside your hips. Palms will face up. We're just going to move the hands. Oh, I've got my little Poochie here with me. This is Zara. So bring your hands, palms facing up. Just let the rest of your body relax and just kind of check in. How are you feeling mentally, physically, spiritually? And you can start simply by, what do you want to accomplish from this class? And if I go in a direction that isn't meeting your needs, you switch. Do poses that feel good in your body. I'm just guiding you, but you are the ultimate teacher. So let's start by moving our hands with the breath. So just take your arms out to the side. Inhale, 1, 2. So the arms come up over your head. You're just kind of tracing the floor. Exhale, 1, 2, and bring them back beside your hips. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. And keep lengthening. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the pause in between the inhale and the exhale, just give yourself a little stretch. And then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it 2 more times with your own breath. Good, and then take your arms over your head, hook your thumbs, give your whole body a nice big stretch. Good, take another big inhale, stretch long. On the exhale, grab your right knee and just squeeze it in, bring your nose up towards your knee. And then inhale, stretch long. Exhale, left knee hugs in, nose to knee. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, right knee hugs in. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, left knee hugs in. Good. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, hug the right knee and just keep your head on the ground. Give it a good squeeze in. And maybe Scrunch up your toes, roll out your ankle. Just make 3 circles, one direction, 3 circles, the other direction. Make sure your chest is broad and open if you need to kind of slide side to side to get the shoulder blades under. And then bring your right toe to your left knee, and we're going to twist over to the left. Turn your head to the right, really big stretch here. Pull your right armpit, right hand away from the hip. I've got my left hand on the thigh, just adding a little gentle pressure, drawing it down and away. Good. And then bring your right hand over the body to the floor. And we're just going to roll all the way onto our belly. Good. Coming into Sphinx pose. So your elbows are right under your shoulders. My right leg is at a 90-degree angle. The knee is coming straight out from the hip. And then inhale, lift up, drag your arms back, drag your elbows back. Keep lifting your chest up. Good. Now slowly drop the head. Just give the back of the neck a nice stretch. So if this bothers your lower back, draw your tailbone down, really pull your belly button in. Keep your left leg engaged, clicking all the toenails down. Good. And just kind of roll, kind of tracing the collarbone with your chin. You might hear a few little crackles. Good, and then bring the head back up to neutral. Take your left hand, kind of press it forward. We're going to take our right, or sorry, wrong way. So your right hand comes forward, left hand weaves underneath, and we're gonna roll back onto our back, keeping your right knee on the floor. So you're coming into a deeper twist. Palms are facing up. Your right hand might be hovering off the ground. That's okay. You can take your left hand and bring it to the right thigh again and just gently deepen the twist. So think of your right rib cage pulling down towards the floor. Maybe see if you can even turn your head a little bit. If it's cranky with the neck, then just leave it straight up. Good. Take another breath. Stretch. Good. And then slowly roll onto your back. Let's hug both knees in towards your chest. Just rock side to side, maybe making little circles with the knees. Good. Inhale, stretch long again. Arms long, legs long. Big breath in. Exhale, bring the left knee in towards your chest. Give it a good squeeze and then scrunch up the toes. Make little circles with the ankle. 3 in one direction, 3 in the other direction. Good, and then bring your left toe down to your right knee, and then let's come into a twist. Turn your head to the left if you can. I'm using my right hand on the left thigh to just press it down and away. Pull that left armpit away, stretch the left fingertips away from the body, and then just let everything get heavy. Single-minded focus. Just notice every time your mind gets distracted here. Good, now take the left hand, we're gonna bring it across the body, all the way to the floor, rolling onto our belly and coming into Sphinx. So you're gonna come off your mat a bit. So kind of bring your, you're kind of in a frog leg, so you wanna slide your shin, so you get a 90-degree angle at the knee. Push down with the elbows and the hands, and then drag your elbows back. Lift the chest up, creating space in the lumbar, good, in the thoracic spine. And then this time we're gonna drop our right ear down to the right shoulder. Now pull your left shoulder onto the back. Feel that nice stretch and just kind of play with tilting your chin up and down a little bit. And then roll the chin all the way down, coming all the way over to the other side. So left ear drops to the left shoulder, tack the right shoulder down and back. Feel that nice stretch. Again, pull the belly button in. If this is uncomfortable on your lower back, really engage the abs. And then drop the chin. Maybe just shake your head no, nice and slow and mindful. And then on the inhale, lift your chin and jut your chin forward. Really getting a nice stretch through the neck. And then drop the chin towards your collarbone. And then inhale, lift the chin up, jut the chin forward. And then drop the chin. And then inhale, lift the chin up. Good, and then stretch your left hand forward. Take the right hand, weave it through, and we're gonna roll all the way onto our back again. So your knee stays to the side. So this should be a little deeper twist than the first one. Really let your left shoulder get heavy. Think of pulling the left ribs down to the floor. Good, and then roll all the way onto your back. Come right up into happy baby. So grabbing the baby toe side of your feet, just kind of rock side to side, maybe stretching one leg out to the side, the other leg out to the side. And if you can't grab your baby toes, just grab your ankles. Good. So keep a hold of your right foot, but drop your left foot to the floor. The knee is bent, and we're gonna tip the hips. See if you can take your other hand to the right foot. And we're gonna tip the hips until the knee comes to the ground. So your right knee is on the ground. We're trying to get into the inner groin here. So pull the shin in towards your body and then push. Use your hands to push down on the foot so that knee stays anchored. And you should be feeling a lot around the hips, the glutes, the inner groin. If you're not feeling much, start to creep your left foot forward. Good, keep pushing down with the foot, stretching long with the left leg. So hopefully everybody's feeling this now. Good, one more breath. Good, and then roll back to center, hug both knees in, and then flip them up for happy baby. Good. And then drop your right foot to the floor. Take your right hand up to the left foot, tip your hips until your knee comes to the floor, and then draw the shin in towards the body. Use your hand to push down on the foot. And then maybe start walking your right leg forward. So this should be pretty active. I'm really firmly pushing down and drawing the shin in towards the body. Notice where your mind is. Single pointed focus. Good, and then release, hug both knees in. Good, and then stretch your left leg straight, hug your right knee and grab your belt and place it over the arch of your right foot. Let's just open the hamstrings a little bit. Somebody needs a little loving today. So if this bothers your lower back, bend your left knee. Otherwise, keep the left leg active and straight. The second toe on the left foot points straight up to the sky. And then just use your right leg to windshield wiper right and left. Waking up the hamstring. Chest is broad and open. Notice where your chin is, not lifted, tucked. Keep it in neutral. And then maybe use the belt to start pulling the leg towards the wall behind you. Maybe take the leg all the way out to the side. So don't let your left side roll with you. Really anchor your left heel, your left hip, your left shoulder. Good, and then bring it back up. We're gonna switch legs. So bring the left leg up inside. Right leg either comes to a bent knee or straighten the leg out. And then just notice, is one side tighter than the other? Just kind of windshield wiper your foot back and forth. Maybe bend and straighten the leg a little bit. Just notice how each side is so different, and that's okay. Maybe use the belt to bring the leg a little closer to the wall behind you. Chest stays broad and open. Good. And then take your left hand on the left belt, right hand to the right hip. Anchor your right side as you open the leg out to the left. Really let the foot get heavy, opening up that inner groin. Good, and then bring the leg all the way back up. Remove the belt, hug both knees into your chest. And we're just gonna rock and roll front and back, just massaging out the lower back. So just roll forward and backward, kind of roll to one side of the spine, then the other side of the spine, and then come all the way up into a forward fold. Grabbing your elbows. Good, just let your head hang low here. Good, shake the head no, shake the head yes. Really let the head get heavy. Good, bring the hands to the shins. Inhale, look forward, lengthen the spine. Pull the belly button in, exhale and fold. Good, hands come to the shins. Inhale, look forward, plug the shoulder blades onto the back. Send the tailbone back, crown of the head forward. Good, pull the belly button in, exhale and fold. Good, one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Shoulders plug onto the back, lengthen the spine. Keep that length as you forward fold. Good, hands come to the waistline, lift the elbows up, push down through your feet, lift the chin, rise all the way up. Good, inhale, arms come up over your head, interlace your hands, point your index finger up, pull the belly button in and grow tall. Lean over to the right. Good, use your bottom hand to pull the top arm over. Good, imagine you're between two panes of glass here. Good, inhale, come up. Exhale, lean over to the left. Really push down through the right foot. Good, inhale, come up. Exhale, the hands behind you, interlace your fingers, open up the chest. Clear vision, clear direction. Good, bend the knees, stick the booty out the back and forward fold. All right, think of riding a horse. If you're not clear with your directions with the horse, he doesn't know what to do. Maybe shake your head no, shake your head yes. Good, and then release the hands to the ground. Inhale, look and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Push down through the feet, lift the chin, rise all the way up. Stretch the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a big inhale, exhale, and release. So grab your belt or your strap, whatever you have. I'm just gonna stand forward. Good, so spread your feet so they're a little wider than hip distance. And we're gonna take the arms a little in or outside of the shoulder width, and then make your belt taut here. On the inhale, lift your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring them back in front. Good, inhale up to the sky. And then exhale, bring your arms all the way behind you. Good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the arms to the front. So we're just making a big semicircle. You want it, I call this flossing the shoulders, because you want a little bit of a catch. But if you can't get your arms back, just slide your hands wider out on the belt. I can see that you can't see the top of me, unfortunately. Inhale up, exhale all the way behind. Keep your belly strong, legs strong. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale up, exhale. Come all the way back down. Now walk your hands in a little bit. Good. And then inhale them up again. Exhale behind. Good. Inhale up. Exhale. Bring them forward. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. There should be a little bit of a catch. Inhale up. And exhale all the way forward again. So inhale them up to the sky. Make your legs strong. Make your belly strong. Pull your belt taut. Good. We're going to drop the right hand down towards the floor. Now pull the belt apart here. Keep your legs strong. Pull the belt apart. Pull the belt apart. Pull the belt apart. Pull the belt apart. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop the left hand down to the floor. Now pull up with the top hand. Keep pushing down into the feet. Pull the belt apart. This is good for your obliques. Pull the belt apart. Pull the belt apart. Pull the belt apart. Pull the belt apart. Good. Inhale, come back up. Just wiggle your fingers a little bit. Give them a little wiggle. Good. Now make the belt taut again. Drop your right hand down. Take your gaze up towards the ceiling to the left. And then drop your left hand just an inch back. Now pull the belt apart. Pull the belt apart. Your arms are straight, belly strong. Pull the belt apart. Maybe lean a little bit more. Pull the belt apart. You should feel this into the pectoral muscles. Pull, 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 pull. And then inhale, come back up. Give the fingers a little wiggle. And then let's drop your left hand down. Take your gaze up to the right. Now let your top hand fall back just an inch. And now pull the belt apart. Pull the belt apart. Pull. Feet are strongly pushing into the earth. Pull, 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 pull. And then inhale, come up, exhale, and release. Just wiggle the fingers. So one more exercise here. We're going to bring the arms to goddess arms. Good. And then we're going to slowly straighten the arms behind you. So you're going to start shaking a little bit. Keep the belly strong. Don't arch your back. And let the arms come straight back. I'm bending so you can see me in the video. We're going to be mostly down on the ground. So hold, should be shaking. Hold, 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 and then slowly release. Good. Just kind of roll your shoulders a little bit. Good. And then come all the way to the top of your mat. I thought I had this right with the, whoops. Okay, hands come to the top of the mat. Good, take a big inhale, exhale, release the hands. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look and lengthen. Exhale, take the right leg back, drop the knee. Inhale, the arms up to the sky. Good. Exhale, the hands down to the floor. Step back into plank and then drop your knees out to the side. Come back into child's pose. Good. So take a breath here and then just watch me for a second. We're going to do tricep push-ups here from child's pose. So we're just going to come forward, hug the elbows in and lower down and then sink back. Really pull your belly button in. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Push up and then sink back. Inhale, exhale, Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's walk the hands over to the right. Stretch the left hand up to the corner. Claw your fingers. Pull the hip back. Good. And then walk all the way to center, over to the left. Stretching the right arm way up into the corner. Claw your fingertips. Good. And then hands come back to center. Curl your toes under. Lift up. Down dog. And just pedal out your feet for a moment. Single pointed focus. Clear vision, clear direction. You don't get distracted, even though distractions will come. Good. And then step your right foot forward. Drop your back knee down. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Good. Exhale the hands back down to the floor. Step back into plank. Good. Knees wide back into child's pose. Good. Tricep push-ups. So inhale, come forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, back up. Exhale, pull your belly button in as you sink back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, drop the body. Inhale, push up. Exhale, back into child's pose. One more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale up, exhale, back down. Good, child's pose. Let your head rest on the floor and maybe just shake your head no. Just roll the forehead on the mat. Good. Plant your hands, lift up to table, curl your toes under, down dog. Good. Inhale the right leg up to the sky. Really stretch it up high. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Flex your top foot, push the heel away. Good. Then straighten the leg, sweep the foot to the outside of the right hand. Just stay up on your back knee and just kind of pulse forward, backward. Really getting a nice stretch through the toes. Excuse me. And then drop your knee. Drop your elbows. You can bring your elbows to the block if you want, or stretch your right hand forward, really coming nice and deep into the inner groins again. I like to stretch my right hand forward so it keeps the spine nice and long. And then come back to what your objective is. Calm the mind, calm the body, calm the spirit. Soften the shoulders, relax the face. Good, and then press down through the hands. We're gonna heel toe the foot over a little bit more to the center and then heel toe it forward a little bit, draw the toes back. Good, take a big inhale, lengthen the spine. Good, exhale and fold. Put a little micro bend in the knee. Getting into those hamstrings again. And then drop the toes to the right and then fold forward again. This should get a little more into the IT band. Keep reaching the crown of the head forward, the tailbone pulls back. Good, inhale the toes straight up to the sky, plant your foot, plant your hands, step back into plank. You can drop knees, chest, chin, or slowly lower chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and back into down dog. Good, 3 breaths here. Just pedal out your feet or stand in stillness. So notice where your mind goes. You come into down dog.
What's going on? What's the dialogue? Are you saying, oh my gosh, I need a pedicure. Oh, my hips are so tight. Oh, my hamstrings are so tight. Just notice what you're saying to yourself, right? Single pointed focus. If it's all negative, it's just bad for the body. Create stress. Good. Left leg lifts high. Stretch it up to the sky. Good. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Kick your heel away. Feel your glute engage. Good. Straighten the leg, level out the hip, sweep your foot to the outside of the left hand. And just stay up on your fist for a minute and pulse forward, backward. Really getting into the toes a bit. And then drop the back knee. Release the toes. And if this is a good stretch, stay here with your arms straight. That feels good, just stay here. If you want to go a little deeper, you can drop the elbows to the block or to the floor. And then just breathe. When we see only where we are heading and we let go of all the other thoughts that clutter our minds, worry, fear, false obstacles, we give ourselves clear directions. Clear vision, clear direction. 2 more breaths here. Good, and then push the hands straight. Heel toe the foot a little bit more to center and then stretch the leg straight. Boy, somebody's really, really snuggly today. And then inhale, lengthen the spine, pull the belly button in, exhale and fold. Try to keep the spine nice and long, shoulders plug onto the back. If this is really intense, put a little micro bend in your knee. And also if you're a hyperextender, if you're like a dancer and you're super flexible, we tend to overflex. So again, put a little micro bend in the knee. You'll still get a nice good stretch. And then let the toe fall out to the side, to the left. Feel that IT band getting a stretch. Keep lengthening the crown of the head forward. Hips and tailbone pull back. Good, and then toes point straight up, plant your foot, plant your hands, step back into plank. Good, tone up everything as you lower down. Hug your elbows into the side. Inhale, lift up for cobra. Exhale, back into down dog. 3 breaths. Good, inhale, right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip again. Straighten the leg and bring the knee up to the right wrist. So coming into pigeon pose. And then walk the back foot away. Inhale, come up onto spider fingers and really lengthen the spine. Notice that the hips are level. If your hips aren't level, put the block under your bent knee butt. And that'll help level out the hips. And then reach the sternum up to the sky. And then keep that length as you fold forward. Dropping the elbows to the block or to the floor. Try to keep the hips squared. Back toes are clicking down into the mat. And then just soften here. Your front foot and back foot are pushing into the earth. And then just soften the upper body. The lower body's working, the upper body can rest and recoup. Come back to that single pointed focus. One of the teachers I was studying with was telling a story about, actually it was on her blog, about when she was learning how to ride a horse. And she was quite young, but she was very enthusiastic. And, you know, her dad was giving her all these instructions and she knew what she was doing, but then she got on the horse and she panicked and she jabbed her heels into the horse and the horse went flying off and then a branch caught her and tipped her to the ground. And she said to her dad, "Stupid horse." And he said, "The horse isn't stupid, the rider is," right? You weren't giving the horse clear instructions, so it didn't know what to do. Clear vision, clear direction. Good, and then walk the hands back up. We're just gonna lean over to our right butt cheek and then take your back leg and slide it forward. So you want the left shin parallel with the side of the mat. And then take your front shin and pull it forward so that the front shin lines up with the front of your mat. So you've got like a little pinwheel, you know, those ones that you blow, right? Flex your feet and then grow tall. And then we're gonna turn to the right, walk your hands over to the right. Really anchor your feet. Your feet are pushing, the baby toe pushes into the floor, the big toe pushes into the floor. And then just walk your hands as far as you can walk. Pull the belly button in, lift the spine long, lift the sternum up towards the sky. Get a really nice deep twist here. And then come out just a little bit. See if you can fold straight out to the side, dropping your elbows, or stay up. You can still do this staying up on the arms or dropping to the elbows. And now lengthen the spine. Plant your feet, so your baby toe, your big toe, and now lift the right ribs up to the ceiling. Pull the left ribs down to the floor. Really feel that nice deep twist. Keep the spine nice and long. And then twist. Good, one more breath. Good, push the hands down into the floor. Come all the way back up. Take your back leg, swing it all the way around and place it over top of your right knee. And then hands come to the floor and just swing your hips over to the right a tiny bit. Hands come to the knee, grow tall. Just roll the shoulders onto the back. Inhale, the right arm up to the sky, lengthen the spine. Try to keep that length as you twist. Either give yourself a hug or hook the elbow into your knee. Your other hand comes around behind. Pull your belly button in, grow tall, and then twist. Good, one more breath. Good, and then slowly come back to center. We're gonna unhook the legs and plant your feet down onto the floor. Good, and then take your right hand to your left baby toe. I think we did this one the last time. And then we're gonna tuck like you're doing angry cat. Round the back, pull the belly button in, round the back, and now push forward on your foot like you're pressing on a gas pedal. But lean back, pull the belly button in, tuck the chin, round the back, and then push on the gas pedal. You should feel this on shoulder, thoracic spine. You gotta really lean back, pull your belly button in, round, push on the gas pedal. Good, and then inhale, come up. Let's lift up for boat pose. I don't know why I never do boat pose. So if this is too much, you can either grab onto you at the back of your legs, keep lifting the sternum up, or you can have the legs bent here or legs are straight. Lift the chest, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now cross your ankles, kind of roll forward, plant your hands, step back into down dog, or you can do a flow here. Notice how the down dog feels now. Are your heels a little closer to the floor? And then let's lift the left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip, straighten the leg, level out the hips, left knee to left wrist for pigeon. Walk the back foot away.
Good. Inhale, lift the chest. Make sure the hips are level. If not, put something under your left hip, and then keep that length as you forward fold. So we each have free will, right? We hold the reins of our lives, the reins of our minds. We are the conductors of our emotions, of our thoughts, of our decisions. So every time we step onto the mat, we not only train our bodies, but we train our minds. Single pointed focus. So I remember one of my teachers just saying, you know, notice where your mind is going. It's like a puppy. So even within a 1 minute span, you might have to direct that puppy 13, 14, 15 times back to the breath. And the breath, if you just focus on your inhales and your exhales, you're training your mind to stay single pointed focus. I don't know about you, but during the pandemic, I was struggling to read. My mind would dart all over the place with everything going. I was reading constantly news clippings, but my mind was so jibbly jaggly. It was just all over the place. So take a breath, get centered. In the midst of the chaos, find peace. 2 more breaths. And then slowly come back up. Let's take that back leg, just slide it forward, flex the foot. So the shin should line up with the outside of the mat. And then take your front leg and slide it forward. So this shin is parallel with the top of the mat. So both shins are parallel with the mat. And then take a big breath, grow tall, and we're gonna turn to the left. Good, so you can stay up on spider fingers, pull your belly button in. I'm really pushing down into the toes, the baby toe on the front foot, the big toe on the back foot, and then twist and lift your spine long. Use your hands to keep deepening the twist. Good, and then back off just a little bit. So hopefully you're straight out to the side and then drop down to your elbows. Or you can stay up on your hands with your arms straight and then take a big inhale, push down through your feet, lengthen the spine. Think of your right ribs pulling down to the floor, the left ribs lift up to the ceiling. Really create that deep twist, just giving all those internal organs a nice massage. And I don't know about you, but I feel this in my left glute, the muscles of the left gluteus maximus. I can feel that stretch there. Good, 1 more breath. Spine is long, twist. Good, and then push the hands down into the floor. Come all the way back up. Take your back leg, swing it around. Take the foot over top of the knee. Hands come to the floor, just lift up and slide to the left, just an inch. Hands come back to the knee and grow tall and just settle. Feel the legs, the hips sinking into the earth. And then inhale the left arm, nice and high, and then start to twist. Good. And you can hug your knee or hook the elbow. Your right hand comes around behind you. Pull the belly button in, grow tall, and twist, maybe looking over your right shoulder. Good. And then slowly come back to center. Lean back, plant your feet. This time your left hand comes across to your right baby toe. And now arch your back,
pull back, really pull the belly button in, and then push forward like you're pressing on a gas pedal. Tuck the chin, let the chin hang down, and then push on the gas pedal, lean back. Feel that nice stretch through the upper back. And maybe you can just gently rock side to side. Just see how that feels. Always play around in the pose. Pull the belly button in, push on that gas pedal. Good, and then release. Good, and then let's open our legs wide. We're gonna come into Upavista Konasana. I had a little brain fart there for a minute. Couldn't remember what this one was called. So flex your feet. Good, grow your spine tall, and then think of a string and just walk your hands forward. And maybe this as far as you go. The minute you feel yourself collapsing, your chest collapsing, your shoulders rounding, back off. Even if you want to take your hands behind the body, lifting the chest up, this feels really good. Or just start to walk your hands forward. Shoulders stay on the back. Close your eyes. Single pointed focus. Pay attention to your breath. Follow the inhale and the exhale. Good. On the next inhale, walk the hands back up. Make sure you got your block handy. I'm going to bring our right heel into the right inner groin. Good, and then bring the block to the inside of the leg, and you can bring it to whatever height you want. We're going to take the left elbow and place it on the block, and let your head rest on the fist. And then take your right hand out to the side, open up the chest, and then bring the arm over. And you can either just grab your head or stretch the arm long, or just let the hand hang and push out through the elbow. Really anchor your right hip down to the floor. So you're externally rotating on your right thigh. So think of the flesh kind. You can even take your hand and kind of pull the flesh back to really anchor your right sit bone. And then stretch long with the right arm. See if you can turn your chest a little bit more up towards the ceiling. Anchor the right sit bone, stretch long with the right arm. Good, and then inhale the hand up to the sky. Use your hand to lift you all the way up. And then we're going to take your left leg and just slide it in a little bit, and then turn to square your chest right over your thigh. One hand on either side of the leg. Take a big inhale, grow tall, and then exhale, fold over the leg. You can use your belt here too to kind of pull. I like to take my right hand to the baby toe side of my foot, and I lead with my elbow. My elbow pushes forward as I drape myself over the leg. Ooh, this one feels good. So if there's ever a pose that you're kind of feeling a bit twingy, you know, something's amiss, just shoot me a text or an email after class, and I'll see if I can adjust the pose for you to make it feel better. So let's come back out slowly and stretch your right leg straight. Let's bring the left heel into the left inner groin.
And then take the block to the inside of the right leg. You decide what height. Drop the elbow, rest your head, and then swing the left hand out to the side and then all the way up and over. And then really anchor that left sit bone down into the floor. Pull long, either think of that water skiing arm, pulling long with the arm or pull out from the elbow, whichever one feels better. And then lift the heart up a little bit and then stretch. Good, and then inhale the hand up to the sky. Use the hand to pull you all the way back up. Slide the leg a little bit in and then turn to square your chest right over the middle of your knee. Good, really you're kind of turning your right ribs back, left ribs forward, and then lift up tall and then leading with the heart, fold forward. This feels good on the lower back. Clear vision, clear direction. Good, and then slowly come up. Good. And then let's turn back to face the front of your mat. Make sure you've got your block handy. And then we're going to slowly roll down. So really pull the belly button in slowly, one vertebra at a time. Roll all the way down to the ground. Good, so this one, we're just gonna hold this one. So take the block or your book, and we're gonna bring it up to your knees. Your feet are off the floor, and then bring your elbows to the block. And now pull your belly button in. Now push your knees into your elbows into the knees. Chin is tucked, squeeze. See if you can flatten the back onto the tailbone. Squeeze, 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 and release. Whew, that one gets me. All right, let's try it one more time. So you're really pushing your elbows and your knees together into the block, but flattening out the lower back onto the mat. So you've got your block on your knees, reach up, hands just rest on your head. Now push the lower back into the mat. Your tailbone lifts a little bit. Now squeeze, 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 and release. Whew. Big breath in, exhale out and just sigh. Big breath in and sigh. Last one, big breath in and sigh. Okay, I did this one in my live class. Somebody standing on my hair. And a lot of people had trouble balancing the block on their leg. So it doesn't really matter whether or not your block can stay on your foot. If you've got tight hamstrings, your leg might not go straight enough, or it could be something to do with your foot. All I want you to do is keep this left leg stable. The idea of the block on the foot is to try not to let the left leg move at all. Your hands are just gonna palms down, rest beside your hips, and then lift your right leg up. So I'm gonna take my right foot and it's going to be pointed. My left foot's going to be flexed. Don't worry about the block. If it doesn't stay up, just throw it away. But I want you to keep this left leg absolutely still. And then we're just going to make circles. Drop the leg down, really slow, out to the side, and then bring it back up. Really slow. Don't let your left leg move.
and then change the direction of the circle 3 times this way. Really slow. The slower, the better. But we don't have all day, so. Good. And then when you're finished, switch legs. You can place the block on, try that. If not, just throw the block away. Your left leg is pointed now, right leg is flexed. Don't let this right leg move. So you don't want the block, see how I'm leaning towards my head? You want it straight up from your hips. So notice if you're way forward like this, try to have it straight up. This is super engaged. All my muscles are tight. And then drop your left leg, take it out to the side, and bring it back up. Don't let your right leg move. 3 circles one direction, 3 circles the other direction. Good. And then release. Okay, one more. Getting our little ab work in. So take the block and place it between your thighs. All right, Zara, you're gonna have to scoot out for this one. You're gonna have to scoot out for this one. Okay, so flex your feet. And we're gonna drop the feet to the floor. And then take a big inhale, lift your hips up to the sky, squeeze the block, drop the hips down, inhale, lift the feet up off the floor. So your arms are kind of out in a V. They're not straight out by your shoulders. They're not right by your hips. They're halfway in between. Now squeeze the block, flex your feet. We're gonna inhale, drop the knees over to the right. Good, inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop your feet to the floor. Inhale, lift the hips up, squeeze the block, feel your booty engage. Exhale, drop the hips. Inhale, lift the feet. Exhale, drop the knees to the left. Just let them hover over the ground. Squeeze the block. Use your abs. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, drop the feet to the floor. Inhale, squeeze the block, lift the hips. Exhale, drop the hips to the floor. Inhale, lift the feet. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. Squeeze the block. Inhale, squeeze the block as you come back up. Exhale, drop the feet to the floor. Inhale, lift the hips, squeeze the booty. Squeeze the block as you lower down. Inhale, lift the feet. Exhale, squeeze the block as you drop the knees over to the left. Squeeze the block as you come back up. Exhale, drop the feet to the floor. Squeeze the block. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, drop the booty to the floor. Inhale, lift the feet up. Exhale, squeeze the block as you drop the knees to the right. Squeeze the block. Good. Inhale, squeeze the block back to center. Exhale, feet to the floor. Uh-oh. Good. Inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, lift the feet. Exhale, squeeze the block as you drop it to the left. Keep squeezing the block tight. Good. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, drop the feet. Inhale, squeeze the block as you lift the hips. Exhale and release. Good. Remove the block. Hug the knees into your chest. Oh gosh. Good. Good. And then let's release into Shavasana. If there's any pose that we didn't get to do today, I was hoping to do a longer supported bridge. So if you want to just do that now and just cut out Shavasana and do it after we close, go ahead. So lower back onto your back. Your face is soft. Your eyes are closed. Just let your whole body surrender. Clear vision, clear direction. Not getting distracted by thoughts or anger or complications.
steady the course. Feel the muscles of your face relax. Feel the shoulders start to soften. The whole body is heavy, just surrendering into the earth. Got nowhere to go, nothing to do but relax. Gently begin to deepen your breath, just bringing small movements into your fingers and your toes. Maybe stretching your arms up over your head, hook your thumbs, just give your whole body one big last stretch. And then bend your knees, slowly rolling over onto your right side. And just pause, reflect how you feel now compared to when you first came in. Reminding yourself to ask you what you want. What do you want out of life? What do you want out of today? What did you want out of this class? And then stay focused. Using your hands, gently push yourself all the way up into a sitting position. Just keep your eyes closed, your focus turned inward. I'm going to close class by ringing the Tibetan bell 3 times. Just listen until you can't hear it anymore. Imagine peace, joy, and gratitude showering down upon you. And then gently bring your hands in front of your heart, bow your head. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Good. Thank you guys for joining me today. Hopefully everybody feels good. I'll be back in 2 weeks, and we're trying to find somebody to do the every other Sunday with me. I've got a few people kind of lined up. And then if you haven't tried Gina's class on Monday nights, she's got a yoga for athletes at 5:30. It's only a 45-minute class. Get in, get out, really stretch out the body. That's a great one. We've got Pilates, we've got boot camp, we've got all kinds of yoga. We're getting our website up and going. So hopefully next week, maybe we can pass that on, and then you can sign on right into the website for the class. Anyways, have a great day. Namaste. See you all in 2 weeks.